Welcome to See Me Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay.
And today we are reviewing Captive State.
Directed by Rupert Wyatt, starring John Goodman and Ashton Sanders. So the film Captive State is a movie about aliens. Who would have guessed based on the title? Aliens have taken over the United States, and it is up to this rebellion group to basically ignite the match that will start the war. Because again, it's like many has given up. You know, they have said these aliens are too powerful, they're vastly too superior, and we have now bended the knee, for the Game of Thrones friends, to these aliens. The movie itself, I think, is very raw, very surreal. The cinematography is absolutely amazing. It feels like I am in Chicago with these people fighting these aliens. And I think the overall story was a breath of fresh air, especially in the world of remakes and superhero movies. Very good, well-executed movie.
A breath of fresh air it is. The one thing I like about this movie the most is that it does not focus on the aliens, right? It focuses on more of the human element, right? Kind of puts you in the mind frame of maybe like an Independence Day when it comes to how character-driven it is versus how sci-fi they want it to be, right? That's what I like the most about this movie. And the acting did well. Everybody did well acting-wise because the story was centered more around them and how they are dealing with the invasion. And I like that the most about this movie. I think everybody from the acting standpoint killed their role. They all were very believable. And John Goodman, to me, lately he's been on fire. I think he's the
man,
putting nothing but good work out lately. And he continues to do that. And I continue to like seeing him on the big screen.
Yeah, John Goodman, I think, has definitely learned to be a leading man later in his career. I think the Roseanne fiasco helped.
I want a lawyer. You and I both know those days are gone.
It's like, I gotta step up, and be the guy people want to see. And you are the guy,
yes,
I would say, John. You are that people want to see. You have been for quite a while, but I think with roles like Cloverfield Lane and definitely this, like, you are carving, your place in Hollywood. And I like it. I want more of it. This movie, I think, if I had to give it some negatives, right, I think the acting was phenomenal, like we both said. I don't think the emotion was necessarily there. I never once was scared for the people, the humans in this predicament. I didn't feel, like, oh my God, I wasn't jumping. But I think overall the tone of the film, the grittiness, the darkness of it does well. Again, it's providing something new. It's giving you a feeling that we don't quite see in movies too often. Everything's always in this like middle ground, right? It's like bubbly action with a hint of seriousness, or it's bubbly fun with some sorrow, right? Mm-hmm. This film does a very good job of just saying, hey, this is what it is. Enjoy the ride, because this could maybe be something that happens, and we don't know. We don't know, right? And that's the part of the movie that I like. It's that element of, man, this could be real. If I suspend disbelief in aliens, this could be real. We could be in a predicament where we are submitting to a force greater than humans.
And to, I guess, add on to some of the negatives that you said, to me, all of the character wasn't utilized correctly, right? Because I guess the main character, which was Ashton, right? Like, he really didn't get enough screen time to me, right? I don't think he got enough for him to be the number one guy to be on the cover of the movie. He didn't get enough screen time. I think it was, I want to say everybody got a lot of screen time but him. Like, the main character was only at the beginning and at the end. He really wasn't in the middle of it. But to get back to the good things, in the middle of it, it kind of felt very Oceans-like, right, with their approach. Like how everybody had to step into their roles, and it all was so synchronized, and everything was done and planned out to the T. Like, I like that Oceans-like, I guess, area in the movie, right? Because the movie wasn't even really about the complexity of the plan, but I feel like the complexity of the plan is what made the movie do so well, right?
Yeah, I agree. The intricate planning, and they didn't even like hold your hand. They didn't say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, it's gonna be set up like this, like heist movies typically do.
That's true.
It was, hey, while we're here, let's get to it. And we just see it play out, and it's like, in moments, I'm like, dang, I wish they would explain
Yeah.
a little bit. But if you just wait, right, this is one of those movies where, you know, that hour and a half, that 2 hours, it's gonna explain everything. It will wrap up, and it requires a little bit of patience, but it is worth it. I think that's what makes this so much better and makes it so, like I said earlier, surreal, right? It's because you are feeling it. You are jumping right in. It's not like some silly narrator explaining the plot. And I like your point about Ashton too. I wish he would have got his hands dirty a little bit, right? I felt like a lot of the movie he was either running, cowering, or, you know, crying, saying, what you want me to do? Like, great acting nonetheless, but, you know, the way the trailer was set up, like the movie poster, you're thinking he is going to be really the spark. And he really wasn't. He was just, you know, a guy playing his role because everybody in this film had a role to play.
What do you want me to do? As long as we fight back.
In the end, I thought this film was done very well. I liked the story. I liked the way they put it all together. I also enjoyed not seeing the aliens as much. I think I seen them just enough to make me know the threat was real, but not too much to where it's an aliens movie, right? Like the movie Alien is what I'm more pointing out. I will have to give this movie a 7.8. I think this was a very solid movie. It's definitely worth seeing. And I think it might even go under the radar for a lot of people because it really doesn't have a lot of buzz behind it. But it's worth checking out if you like sci-fi movies for sure.
I think in the end, right, the freshness of this film is a good thing. I think it did remind me a little bit of Independence Day. You brought up a little bit of District 13, right?
I was thinking about that too.
I really like the point that you made, but we saw the right amount of aliens. It was enough to say, okay, they are in trouble, but not enough to like, okay, you could really beat him, you know? like why are y'all pretending like y'all can't get up and fight? You know, take back the world from these hostile creatures. In the end, I will give this film a 7.7. I think it's really good. You know, I don't want to use it's only not an 8. It's a really good film, but again, I think the emotion of it all could have been a bit stronger. Like a District 13 or like Independence Day, right? When you see the White House get exploded, it's like, oh my God! Like what happened? You know, District 13, phenomenal movie. By the end of it, it's like, man, you
Had a budget.
Captain State didn't really take you there. And probably not a knock to the actors because the acting was phenomenal, but probably just the way the story was structured, right?
And the budget.
I think it could have been more empowering, make us feel like as humans we are more in control of the destiny of the world.
They want to spend less money.
That completes the review for Captive State. This is a movie, like you said earlier, this will go under the radar, and that's fine. This is one of those movies that you catch 5-6 years down the line, like, oh, I really enjoyed that. Wish I would have saw it sooner. And, you know, some movies are, you know, that's their place, right? I actually did that with Cloverfield Lane myself.
Yep.
I saw it a year later, and I said, this was amazing.
It was great.
It was amazing, and I felt like, you know, I was in a whole new world where I could enjoy it. If everybody had already enjoyed it, I was in this place like, yeah, like, let's go watch it. And this will be a movie I think I'll come back to. I'll see. I might catch some things, you know, in parts that I missed.
Yep.
But overall, good movie. Let us know how you feel about it if you get a chance to see it. I'm highly recommending that you do. As always, make sure you stay up to date with all of our reviewing content by hitting that notification bell. Making sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. And always don't forget, you've seen it here.